2K music selection this year goes so hard. It really is one of those years where like when I do hear the music, I'm bopping to it. Like last year and a couple years before that, they were playing some okay songs, but like every song they play this year on 2K, I'm bopping with. Normally they like to play Lamb Truck on my wrist, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so wait. All right, all right. Let me make sure my mic working well. All right, I think we're good, guys. I think it's all right. I'm not 100% sure if my mic's working well. If it sounds low or anything like that, but I'm gonna try to talk a little loud just in case it is sound a little low. But anyways, what's up, man? We're gonna talk about team building here. I'm a little late. What's the triple threat online token? Okay, that's not relevant. Okay, we're gonna talk about team building for limited. I'm a little late, so I'm gonna kind of make this. I'm gonna talk about these packs too, and just kind of what they're doing with the game. But the first thing I want to get to, because this is what this video is gonna be about, is my team limited team building. I try to do these at least once a week, and I try to do them after I get my ring for two reasons: to show you guys what worked for me, and to show like to what work for me, and so I can see what other people are doing too. So it kind of goes both ways. So I get to see what they're using, and I get to test out what I'm using and see what works for me, and I get to see what was working really well for them. So um, this week I don't know if anyone else is having the same look as me, but I've been getting my rings pretty darn early the past ever since this new season started. I got my rings within the first 3 games for all three of these rings. And then note this. This is something really relevant. I think the ring switches spots every time you see it. So the very first time I got my ring, it was on the left. I just guessed it right. I said, all right, I think it's gonna be on the left because last season it was on the right. So I went left, right, and it was there. So I got my ring like second game of the first week of this new season. The second week, my ring was right in the middle, which I was predicting it to be in the middle because it was on the left side the previous week. So it was right in the middle the first time I got the ring, or the first time the ring popped up. So it was really simple, easy. Got my ring, I was done. This week, I had a feeling the ring would be on the right. It was left the first week, middle the second week. It has to be on the right this last week. So I went, or the current week, and I just after my first game, I guessed right, and it was there. So I managed to get my rings within like five. Like both of these rings took a total of like 5 games. All three of my rings took like 5 games. So it has taken me no real effort to get my rings lately. So I'm really kind of happy about that. But it's gonna suck when I actually like the one weekend I'm gonna have the bad connection or something like that. That's when I'm gonna struggle to get my rings the most. But anyways, I've been having real luck in it. I don't know why, but that's just me. But anyways, team building, right? So let's look again back at what the requirements are. Must include 10 players from current 21 theme. Only one diamond a card allowed. So one thing I noticed, I saw someone using Diamond Lillard, and they had another diamond card. Now, I didn't test this out myself. Is Lillard? No, okay, Lillard's not. Okay, okay, no. I was gonna say unless Lillard is a I was just gonna say unless Lillard is a duo card. I can't imagine, but he did. I think he did have CJ. Yeah, he has CJ on his bench. So this Lillard became a diamond partner up with that CJ. So I saw a diamond card, and I didn't know like if we could use two diamonds or if that Lillard was just a, amethyst that was boosted up to diamond. He was just amethyst boosted up to diamond. So never mind. You okay? So only one diamond card. So here's my set lineup just to kind of give you guys a gauge what I was working with this week. So, yeah. So let's just kind of get into this, man. My train of thought and what I think you should probably go for too. I bought only one card here. I bought Joel Embiid. Oh, and I bought Paul George. Two reasons. I'm gonna give my reason why I decided to go with these two guys. One, I knew Paul George was the most viable card in terms of like badges. He has like corner specialist range. I think clamps on bronze maybe. I think I had more. Did I skip over some? He has some really nice. Yeah, 'cause there's clamps, corner specialist, and not no catch might be on bronze, but no, no. Does he not have catch and shoot? He has just some really solid range. There's range on. So he has some just okay badges, like one of the most solid like cards like, in terms of badges and stats in the game. So look at his three ball, 82. That's pretty nice. That's like A minus on the thing. Driving dunk 81, pretty solid there. The reason his three ball is so high for a new car, like these cars always have low three balls and low stats, is because he has like a really high 3 point percentage this year. So I think that's why it's so high up. Now that now that they updated the car, so it's okay speed, not I mean the fastest, whatever. But I mean, obviously, for out of there that set, he's probably the best Ruby. Maybe you can argue for Ben Simmons depending on how you play style, but in terms of like shooting, running the fast breaks, defense, Paul George is gonna probably be your best bet all around there. Now Embiid, he's my second guy I picked up for the 21 set because you got to have 10 of those guys. If you guys see to the right, there's still the requirements. I mean, on the left, it still shows the requirements. So you needed 10. So this is only 7 at the bottom. Only 7 guys. So I knew I'm going to need at least 2 in my lineup. So Embiid, I run with Embiid. I'm just giving my thoughts here on why I chose my specific team because I felt I needed a center, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to do the same thing like last season where I had my best player at center, which went well. If you saw my video last week, it went with Demarcus Cousins, Pink Diamond Demarcus Cousins. It went well, right? But I'd rather not focus on my center again this week because I felt like no one else was gonna do that, and I just needed one thing out of my center, and I just needed them to be a really nice defending and rebounder. Now Embiid also can post up really well, and he actually can shoot a little bit, not like nothing insane, like 60, 76. That's makeable if, eventually. But solid driving dunk, standing dunk. But I'm really here for this defense, which is 89 interior, only 78 block, but he's so big you will get more than that. Nice rebounding, not the fastest, but he's not gonna feel slow unless you're going against some really other fast centers, which no one was running any center, so it was really easy with Embiid. Now that was just my thought with there. So you needed you can have as many wait no. Yeah, you can have as many amethysts as you want. So if you wanted to pick up on your bench like the rest of the amethysts in the game, or I could even have amethyst like well no, because they're diamonds now. Kawhi and LeBron are diamonds now. But Kawhi and LeBron would have been nice amethyst KD or someone like that. But yeah, all the good cards are like diamond or rubies. Honestly, there's not too many great amethysts. I might show you guys the amethyst in just a second here, but yeah. So Embiid was the better option out of Jokic. Jokic was the other amethyst center, and Jokic was obviously has no defense. He would have been a nice playmaker, but my interior defense and the paint would have sucked. Now Covington, you get Covington from the season XP challenges. If you get Covington, hopefully you've already reached it. If not, just grind. You got. It's gonna be a little late by the time this video gets out, but grind. If you got Covington, he has to be on your team. He is the most knockdown shooter, amethyst shooter, stretch big I know. Like he would not miss an open shot. And he doesn't even have like any insane badges. His just release is really nice, and he just doesn't miss. Like if you time it well, I don't think this guy misses. And everything else is just nice. Defense is nice. 89 perimeter, 84 interior speed, 82 for a 6'7". Only thing is he's not like for his speed. He's not like he should be a little faster since he's only 6'7". But everything else he is nice. Like you won't notice his height honestly. He's just a really nice stretch big in my opinion. You really can't go wrong with him. Only thing is sometimes depending on the other team you can get out rebounded. So he's not a bad small forward option either. But I just rather use him at the four so he can be a stretch big. Now he does not miss a shot. I really recommend you use him because you have to use at least two amethysts that aren't from this 21 set, 21 season set. Covington is gotta be that guy. Like it's no other way around it. He has to be on your squad. Now you still get two more options. Now I'm a heavy defender. Like I really focus on defense so we can get some fast breaks. So the better I am at getting stops, the better I am at scoring on fast breaks things like that. So definitely I needed a defender like Drew Holiday that could just pretty much stop anything they threw at me. Um, and Holiday is just obviously a solid playmaker. I mean, he can dunk too. Another reason I kind of picked him over another option here. If you don't have Drew Holiday, Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Fred Van Fleet, which is he's so small, I wouldn't recommend him. But Gibson, this guy is a lethal shooter. If you want pure offense, get Gibson. I don't know why I didn't think of Gibson earlier because his defense isn't terrible, but it's not Drew Holiday and his speed is 93. This Daniel Gibson card, if you don't have him, it's too late. But I forgot all about him when I picked up Drew because I knew Drew would be really solid at the defense, and he can shoot. I mean, like this card, he can shoot 89, 3 mid range. He can dunk with a 65. He would dunk open dunk. So don't ever think like, oh, he's not gonna be able to dunk. He's gonna dunk those open ones. Playmaking is really solid. Speed is 89. It's like really like above average stats for an amethyst card. Not great stats, but they're not below average. So his speed is okay, shots okay. It's just all about how you use him. But like I said, he's mainly here for defense to get stops, right? Now, that's what like same reason that was my same reason with Embiid, and that's what I'm leaning towards Pippen. And also George too. Another reason Covington's like my only non really defensive card in this set, but George I was leaning towards defense too. 91 defense overall. Cause like I said, he has a couple good badges in there. Whoever he matches up with, he should be okay unless they're a diamond card. So I knew George would be all right, no matter what. Now, Holy Grail card, Scottie Pippen. And if you know about this card, you know he's goaded on triple threat, and he just does everything for you. He can play. He's a lockdown defender. His takeover badge is lockdown. So is Drew Holiday's. Both these guys have lockdown takeovers. I think even Paul George maybe as well. Lockdown takeovers. So they're just defensive gods, right? And then not only that, this Scottie Pippen can do everything you want. He's super quick. His three ball 87. I'm gonna tell you why that's so important in a second. Drive and dunk 85. He feels like he dunks way better than 85. Like he gets a lot of posters. He must have Showtime. I think it's because he has Showtime that he gets a lot of posters. Playmaking solid. Defense obviously going to be great. Except his block could have been a little higher, but who cares? Because we're running him at the two guard, so he doesn't really need to ever block. Just a stop. 89 speed, not the fastest, same as Drew Holiday, but obviously he feels quick at 6'7", I think. So, 6'8", 6'8" at that speed is pretty quick. Compared to 6'3", 6'4" Drew Holiday, it's only 89 speed as well. So he feels pretty quick. Consistencies are there. His badges are where he really shines. Clamps, just all pretty in that Hall of Fame quick first step plus his defense is where this card shines. And he has some takeovers in the corner. He has look at his hot zones. He's hot everywhere. I don't think he even came with it, or did I give it to him? I had to give him like hot zone hunter because like why give? What does this card have hot zones everywhere but doesn't have hot zone hunter? I think I did. I give it to him. Let me look really fast here. Like it would not be a bad decision to give him hot zone hunter on Hall of Fame. Or did I not give it to him yet? Or can he even get it? Or did I just not give it to him? Okay, I need to give him hot zone hunter when I get a chance. Cause look at his hot zones. He has hot zones everywhere. So that would really that's the best badge to throw on this guy. But anyways, that he doesn't come with. He can hit. He knocks down shots in the corner wide open. So he's lethal from the three. Like I said, he's a lockdown defender, and he's just the only diamond I know that can bring everything to the table. Like it's nothing he lacks on his game. So like even if you wanted to play really physical and like post up, I mean, well only 80 78 post game, but I feel like his post game is pretty nice too. But yeah. So, anyways, the bottom guys are whatever. Like these guys are gonna come in my opinion, only if you're winning. So like these, I got all of these guys from off rip. I didn't have to buy any of these guys. They just were I already had them. So I had Murray. No, Kimba came in. Kimba, Beal, Siakam, Gobert, and then we had Simmons come in. So we also even had for backup we had Porzingis, Zion, and Murray. So we had a lot of good backups here, and we were just really set. We were just honestly really set this time around. And like I said, these can be better cards. So say I could have had Jokic. All right, let's go look. Let's go look, man. So some more good players. But anyways, actually, before we go look at um the cards that for the 21 set, let's finish looking at my thoughts here. So before I get off topic. All right. So anyways, Covington, he's just pure offense. You like he will not let you down. This guy can shoot anything open. He's knocking it down. All right, so Holiday, like I said, I wanted him for defense. He's gonna do his job as a point guard. I'm not a big like my point guard is my main scorer because that's just bad offense, especially if you go against someone that off balls a lot. So if you go against an off baller and your main like scoring method is to run run with your point guard, yeah, you're gonna get shut down real fast. So obviously Drew is just here for the playmaker. I don't really care about him. I already guys talk about Pippen already, just all around good card. So my advice, center. Do not even if you wanna go cheaper and get Porzingis, that's fine. Do not put your diamond or your amethyst or not one of your free amethysts in your center slot is my advice. Now everything else is fair game. If you want a Ruby point guard, that's fine. Like I could have picked Chris Paul. I think would have done a swell job. And then I could have had maybe a amethyst small forward. Like let's see who could have fitted that role. Not too many. Morris Peterson, Rick Fox is a really nice card. Um, Dennis Scott, like all of these reward guys are pretty solid. Um, yeah, they're only mainly those guys. So yeah, it was Paul George was probably the better option just because I think all my current amethysts wouldn't have been able to do too much. I'm looking at diamonds wise. I think LeBron, Shane Battier, a lot of shooters here. Lou Hudson, Kiki, Chuck Person. Yeah, all these guys are nice shooters. Blackman. Um, everyone's a shooter except really LeBron, but he's a shooter if you know his release. But like he's not just consistent on just LeBron isn't consistent. But either way, um, all really solid. I think they would have fit if I was a heavy shooter. These guys would have had a role on my team. But I mean, overall, they would have only been good at shooting for the most part, and that's not what I'm looking for. So in most of my videos, I'm always emphasizing defense. If you guys didn't know, so definitely that's your best chance of winning. You're gonna get a lot of rage quits if you can shut down the other team and go up by like 10, 15 points really fast. You're gonna get a lot of quits. So it's really easy if you play defense. Now Pippen, like I said, all around he's gonna do his job. There's no real reason. I built my team based off the character cards I had here. Normally, I usually the way I build my team is sometimes like 2K forces me to have a certain criteria. But since I had two amethysts, two free amethysts, and only one diamond, I could be a little bit more creative than last season where you can only have one amethyst and up player or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. So I had that one center. Everyone else was running like Byron Davis that weekend, Dwayne Wade. I kept running into a lot of Dwayne Wades. But anyways, so I just picked my diamond first. That was the first thing I did. I said, all right, I know I want Scottie Pippen. He's gonna bring the defense. I already explained to 1,000 times already what he does. I knew I wanted him. Now this not I'm not advertising to get Pippen. I'm just like giving you my reasons for picking him. I'm not saying, oh, you gotta get this guy or whatever. But choose your team off. Wait, what's your diamond? What's your diamond gonna look like? All right, there's plenty of good diamonds. I could have went with Drexler. Um, I could have went with Clyde Drexler. Darren, D. Will, Battier wouldn't have been bad. Ty Lawson. I need to set this guy back. Ty Lawson, Oscar Robinson's solid. Uh, I mean, just diamond isn't that deep in my opinion, and I maybe I should look into some of the newer diamonds. Shea, Gilchrist Alexander is actually a really nice card. CJ solid. Yeah, this Shea card is nice. All right, but yeah, I just knew Pippen out of all the diamonds I currently have, he had a lot of depth. He has a lot of badges. He's like one of the newer ones. I just knew what he brought to the table, and I wanted that. Now, that's my reason for picking him. But yeah, pick. What's your best diamond card? Like think to yourself, who can I utilize the most? Once you bring that in, build around that. So if it is a center, don't worry about the center. If it is a point guard or whatever, build around that. So if you want to do a point guard diamond, make sure you have shooters you can kick out to, right? Make sure all your rest of your guys are shooters. If you want to run diamond squatter, make sure because it makes that way you can. If you're gonna run a diamond point guard, you want to spread the floor so he can get some easy drives in a basket. And if they want to help defense, you can kick it out to the right person. So you just want to be able to build around whoever you're bringing to the team, and that starts with your diamond. So after you get your diamond, picture two amethyst. Amethyst should just build around that diamond. Here I feel like these guys complemented. Drew complimented Scotty's defense on my front court or back court. Which one is it? My back court. My backcourt would have had a lot of they got a lot of defense. So front court wise, I knew we had defense too, which is fine. Like I wanted to emphasize defense. If we're gonna have Scottie Pippen, I want everyone to be able to get good stops because I don't want him to like have to guard everybody. But yeah. So everyone pretty much plays solid defense. And Covington is, like I said, not really a defender, but I feel like he's just a must-have on almost any team. If you just don't have like a pure strategy you want to use, throw in Covington in there. Like he's gonna get the job done. I feel like for whatever purpose he's gonna get it done, right? Power forward gets like the least amount of use in terms, so it's no real need for him to be a lockdown defender. That he just needs to be an okay rebounder, and that's about it. Now, like I say, Embiid covers our center position, um, and then Paul George is, if not one of the best cards from this 21 set. So just know you get a lot from this guy, like I showed earlier, and everyone else doesn't matter. Like I could throw in Ben Simmons here if it fit my play style, or I could have picked up. Let's go now. Now let's go look at the cards. So right, let's start with some rubies. Carl Anthony Towns, straight defender. Only guy I would have like anyone but Carl Anthony Towns is nice to me here. Like Trey, I know a lot of people that can shoot really well with a card like this. So if you're consistent, why not? He's gonna be a liability on defense, but why not? This Mitchell can play point guard. That's actually saying something because these Mitchell cards have been pretty nice. 88 driving dunk. 81 three ball, not terrible. What's the speed? 91 speed. Actually, what in the world? I actually would have picked this card. He's not a bad option for your point guard. Actually, if they ever do another all Ruby team, I'm gonna definitely think about throwing him on my, if not my starting point guard, definitely my bench point guard. Russell Westbrook, what's your speed? I think his speed's 81 too. So yeah, compliments to Dis Mitchell for being really quick and having a solid three ball with an 88 driving dunk. That's insane. But anyways, Russell, what's up with you, my man? 83. This Russell's like a worse Mitchell, unless he plays better defense. 81 perimeter. Okay, yeah, he slightly better defender, just slightly, and I think his playmaking is slightly better. But Mitchell is definitely a better card there. Chris Paul, what's his. I can't see what his teammate is. I think if it's Devin Booker, that's a really nice combo. But I'm pretty sure it's probably eight Antoine or the Aiton. I think I forget the name. The center for the Suns. It's probably his matchup. But this Chris Paul, I mean, it's uh, like he's okay. Like a solid playmaker, solid perimeter defense. Speed is just slow. Like I would take a Mitchell over this card any day. But he definitely fits. Like if you want a playmaker and you like to dribble a lot with your point guard, he's probably a better option there. But other than that, I think that's it all for the rubies, right? Amethyst. So these are kind of bread and butter. Lillard, yeah, he's solid. I didn't see Irving at all. Um, but Jimmy Butler just can't shoot. Like he literally cannot shoot. So at least this one's 70 in the 70 range. His card in the 20 set was like 60 some three balls, so he could not shoot. Jokic and Embiid are here as well. Oh, I forgot about Luca. Let me look at centers because it's like they're hiding from us. But anyways, Jokic and Embiid are here. Um, no power forwards. Luca for small forward maybe. No, Jimmy Butler's the small forward. Luca shooting guard. So only solid cards here. I would have picked up Luca and Embiid. Everyone else doesn't really fit a role on my team. But I'll admit Lillard it would probably be solid. I wouldn't pick up Kyrie, just a liability on defense. Um, but another reason instead of Paul George, I was thinking about going Luca, but Luca just didn't bring what I wanted on defense. So I feel like he would be a big liability on defense, and I didn't want like to have him because listen, these aren't going to be your primary scorers. Like the 21 cards are not going to be your primary scorers unless they're coming off the bench, right? Unless your bench squad is all 21 cards, someone's got to score. But when you're running with your other three your cards you chose, you're not going to be scoring with the 21 set cards. I promise you. So why would I focus on getting an offensive card when I'm probably not going to be scoring? And his offense isn't that great anyway. 79 3, 70 drive and dunk, playmaking's his like his best quality. But I mean, what do I need playmaking for? My shooting guard, honestly. So it's just he was just a no. Now the reason diamonds, it would be dumb to even look at diamonds, is because that's your one diamond card. So if you go with a diamond, you can't bring your own diamond. So if your best card is a 21 set series diamond card, you're gonna get your butt kicked. So yeah, I'm not gonna look over the diamonds. You don't want to bring one of those diamonds because you can't. So yeah, I think that was it for this man. Limited, not too like tricky, but it's a little different from the first 2 weeks. So I kind of did have to cover this one, but not nothing too bad. Cause it's heavily around that 21 set. 21 current theme is really it's really bad. So you really gotta like if everyone's using those cards, then it's not that bad. Like if we're all using a lineup like this, it's not too terrible, right? Because everyone's in the same boat. But when you mix in like some amethyst and a diamond, then that's when these cards that are so bad really start to shine. Like they really start to look bad. So yeah. So these guys did great for me. George, he was able to get some. I never shot with him, so I don't know how well he shoots because I just was kind of scared honestly to shoot with him. I just didn't trust his shot, so I didn't shoot with George. He probably could have knocked down some open corner shots, but I just drove in with him. He posted a lot of people, so his driving dunks are really solid. Embiid, he was the scapegoat. So if I drove to the lane, Embiid would get a wide open dunk, and that was like his main job. And it doesn't take, you can do that with a bronze center, so it doesn't take a lot to score with him. He just brings, like I said, the defense that I need, um, like rebounding and blocking shots and things like that. And I already talked about Covington and Holiday and everyone else. So this set worked for me. I'm gonna say run this set if you can. Where I won't even say like pit like your diamond or shooting guard or whatever. I'm gonna say here's my main advice: put your small forward. These are the most least like the your front court is not viable at all. Like they rarely get used. I rarely see anyone that uses their small forward like heavily, and I rarely see anyone that uses their center heavily. Power forward, I rarely see that, but these guys are mainly just catch and shoot guys. So that's what most people use them for. It doesn't take like you put your best cards in these positions, in my opinion. Now, center, I feel like just get if you can. Embiid's pretty cheap, like on 5K or whatever. Just get you slap on an Embiid on your team. He'll do his job. I promise you. George, he's pretty cheap too. If you want, slap him on your team. I can't really think of any better. Like you can pick Simmons because Simmons is a big body and he will play defense. And if you don't shoot like the way I wasn't shooting with Paul George, I might as well have Ben Simmons. So I mean, but the thing is, the defense knows Ben Simmons can't shoot, so they really back off of him. As far as George, they think George can shoot, so they're not gonna back off of him. And like not to say he can't shoot, but I just didn't shoot with him to know. Covington, like I said, if you just don't care who you throw on your squad or you don't know who to throw on your squad, pick Covington in. He's a solid shooter. I promise you. And he's gonna get his job done at the four spot. Defensively, he's solid. His shooting solid. His dunking solid. I mean, it's like he's just a solid card. He feels pretty quick too, even though his speed isn't that fast. He feels a little quick. And then you know these guys here. I say throw your emphasis here because this is where everyone else kind of throws their emphasis. And these guys are just here to shut down the other people's offense. And they're good offensive cards on their own right as well. So, but they're mainly defenders, so they just come really clutch when I need them to. On defense, we get stops, we get a fast break, we score, then we start. That's when it just becomes like a snowball, right? It start a snowball on a downhill and it's just we start to pile up the points on them. So that was my strat, man. I think that helps a lot. I hope that helps you guys. Actually, I was gonna talk about this other pack, but I'm not because this video is way too long. Now I may make another video about it. But anyways, hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Check out the Twitch channel. We're gonna be trying to be streaming. And the reason this video came out so late, is because I was out of town. And I had time. I had enough time to get my ring, but I didn't bring my headset or nothing like that to make a video. So I couldn't make this video until today. I was thinking about making this video Friday, but there was no way for me to do that without my headset to talk. So yeah, I couldn't do it. But I was able to get my rings. That's all that matters. But hope you guys enjoy once again. Hope this was helpful. Real Diversity Route. Peace.